Special.
Adventurous.
Plain.
Spontaneous.
I say limited.
Describe Jackson in one word, it would be tacky.
It would be terrible. How I feel about Jackson is I feel that it's complicated.
In one word, to me, diversity.
One word that describes Jackson to me is
Huge.
Huge?
fun.
Jackson is okay.
Jackson is nice.
The way I could describe Jackson is family.
In one word, difference.
Well, if I could describe it with anything, is art.
This is the 2010 Jackson is Art Design Camp hosted by Mississippi State University's Jackson Community Design Center. We have 30 teenagers here from the West Capitol Street Boys and Girls Club. The idea of doing a design camp with the JCDC is really important to me because I know how easy it is for your eyes to get opened.
Introducing students to architecture and urban design is not, it's brand new, I think, to a lot of them. And if you ask them what architecture is, they'll probably just point to a building or something. They don't really know what it is beyond that.
We are going to teach them about architecture and urban design as a process and take them through the steps that any typical architectural or urban design project might go through. We want the kids to understand that architecture is more than just a building, that architecture is a design process used to solve issues all over the world.
Jackson is the perfect city to talk about urban planning because it's in decline. Especially seeing like the old films that we saw earlier this week about how like prosperous it used to be and the streets were full of people and cars and everything, and now it's complete. You can go out in the middle of the street and no one will be there.
Before this week, everything that kind of made up their life, they just kind of accepted as, well, this is just how it is.
They just generally don't really have positive feelings about Jackson as a whole.
Kids represent a demographic that's unheard.
I think within their communities, it may even be worse.
It's a big crime neighborhood.
You never know who be around the gas station. Drug dealers, sex offenders.
The trash and stuff all over the frame. Everywhere I go, I see trash.
Jackson is poor, it's down.
Just people in the struggle, is what I say. People in the struggle.
Arguments, fights.
People get into a fight real quick and start shooting stuff. So. Raggedy buildings that need to be rebuilt.
We have to go other places to have fun.
And then I see more kids like my age or older than me or even younger than me doing drugs already.
I just say they need hope.
Communities have the power to band together and make changes. You know, the groundwork for these kids is there. If they see a problem in their neighborhood, there are ways to figure out how to solve them.
They are the ones who could change the future.
The first thing we did when they got here was we told them, just draw a map. Whatever that means to you, just draw a map. Whether it be, you know, just a day in your life, your favorite places, just let us see what map means to you.
Architecture, the way we do it, it's not a right or wrong sort of answer. I mean, I think they're very used to math and history and the sort of subjects or the sort of studying where everything is either right or wrong and there's not a lot of leeway or there's not a lot of room for creativity.
Each group was getting a city block in Jackson where they had to go out and document the site.
We walked outside and assessed like a block of downtown.
Try to introduce to them how we as architects and designers would go about trying to document something.
Each group was broken into two groups, and one group was in charge of recording and documenting the site through measurements. And another group was the media group, where we gave them a video camera and a digital camera, and we told them, each of you has 5 minutes, capture the most important things you can see. And what we got were some really beautiful photographs. I mean, it was really impressive. And that's when I knew that I was going to really be able to show them some really beautiful pieces of art that I know they're not exposed to on a daily basis. We also showed them several documentaries that highlight community-driven change and thoughtful design. While one team was out measuring their block, one group was watching the documentary, and then the other group was working on this collage that they all presented at the end of the first week, where they took pins and strings and a giant map of Jackson, and they were asked to put a pin where they lived, where they went to school, and their 2 favorite places that they go in Jackson.
Mapping of what they do every day, their lives, their city, and whatever they thought was important.
From the maps, we started just doing short drawing sessions and having them pin them up and talk about them. We want the kids to look at their city for the beautiful place that it really is.
Each day is a little bit different.
We did a poster design contest Wednesday morning where they all designed a poster to advertise the exhibition at the end of the project, where we're going to take all the projects to the Boys and Girls Club and show the film we're making. And then we went to the Old Capitol Museum.
Surprisingly, the Old Capitol Museum was one of the highlights for them.
Only 2 of the 30 kids had ever been there before.
My favorite part of the camp was when we went to the Old Capitol.
Going over what we saw, it's like amazing stuff at the Capitol.
Yeah, I had fun at the Old Capitol.
Day 4 was a work day where they completed their 3D models of their block downtown. Friday morning we finished those up, or we got to a good point, and then we all ate pizza and watched Wall-E together. And overall it was just a really productive week. Week 2 was all about designing the city of the future. The process mirrored week 1, we just took everything to the next level.
Give them a chance to remake their entire city.
Take the idea of your map and draw a new map and tell us what you want to see. And take the model you built and draw it in a way that it should look in the future.
Most of these kids, I think, have grown up with a pretty negative perception of their city.
I think that the futuristic city projections are going to be really fantastic.
When we're trying to get them to understand what the city of the future could be, I felt like I first needed to get them to really understand what the city of the present is.
The kids were really able to pinpoint a lot of the problems that Jackson and the world faces today.
It's really neat to see, when given the chance, like how smart they really are and how quite easily they can really put forth some pretty valuable suggestions, things that people twice our age probably wouldn't come up with or wouldn't think of.
Somebody thought of having the robotic parking machine, so all the parking is underground. Perfect ideas for the future. There's nothing wrong with any of that. They just don't even realize that their wildest imaginations are actually really possible.
These kids are finding these answers, and you can just see it kind of go off like a light bulb to them.
They can do more than what they're doing.
A lot more places to have fun.
Dance studios for teenagers. Like a rescue center.
More centers for kids.
Fix Jackson up. Because Jackson is important.
Maybe Jackson turned out to be a better place.
Just remember that these kids have really great things to say, and they see what's going on, because otherwise the conversations would stop here. They would just get lost in the camp.
They're willing and receptive.
I just continued to be amazed with every process.
The fact of the matter is, they have a lot of the knowledge base already. It's just been kind of extracting that and building upon it.
A lot of people just lack the education that it takes to kind of move to the next step. And
every single one of these kids is smart enough to go be an architect or an urban designer or whatever else they want to do. I mean, you can do this. This isn't just for fun. You can really do this if you want to. We're really trying to get them to understand that the design process it's always different.
It's the mission of the JCDC to push ideas about the future and to kind of get people thinking about a city that can truly be sustained. If I see those ideas starting to click in these kids' head, then it's all worth it. At the end of the 2 weeks, we had the kids present their solutions for their Jackson of the future.
The name of our city is New Jack City. Built in 2010, this city is built around a state street in an urban center. Centered around a residential community, New Jack City, the new metropolitan area in Mississippi. New Jack City has a world-renowned medical district and a large business district. There is a large sporting arena and exclusive music and entertainment district. Our vehicular transportation is elevated above the city with a large central station for elevated trains. Education is very important here. We have some of the best educational facilities in New Jack University and a large K-12 education district.
Welcome to New Jack City, the city of the future.
Welcome visitors to the futuristic city of Jackson, now known as Majalicus, where it's eco-friendly, it's the home of the world's biggest and baddest water park, and it's colorful to welcome visitors.
Hey, I bring you to the government building with multi-taxed colors, which I use pink and black. I take you to the parking station and a lot of activities using the government building.
Here in Majalicus, our 100-story retail building has condos and hotels.
Here in Majalicus, we have the state-of-the-art apartments which are in the Union in downtown.
Also in Majalicus, our eco-friendly city is powered by wind and hydroelectric energy.
Here in Majalicus, we have the biggest, baddest water park in the world with rides that shoot you up 300 feet and get you to the end in 10 seconds.
Integrated water park, we use the Jackson flood to power it up, and we blast that use it.
The biggest, baddest water park is like the best place to visit on vacation, bring your family, girlfriend, grandma, uncle.
Come on down to Majalicus.
Yeah!
This is the future city of Jackson. First, we have the Jackson Square, that's a garden for the community. Next, we have the teleporter that teleports you where you need to go. Also, we have the transit tube that allows safe and fast movement from one side of the city to the other. Then here's the National Park of Jackson, so community kids can have fun, and we have a getaway hotel that's known as the King Edward.
For real free, the future city of Jackson is now.
It's just amazing to think what would happen if we had, 2 months with these kids instead of 2 weeks.
The nature of a CDC is to just give someone a little push and see what happens. Jackson is in so much need of its communities coming together to preserve and redevelop their neighborhoods. And this has to happen before we can ever hope that cities such as Jackson or ones like Jackson will develop in manners that are more self-sustaining or economically thriving. And these kids get this. They understand problems that arise from poverty. They understand the environmental ramifications if nothing is done. These kids are the future of Jackson, and it's really time we listen to them.